Good morning, Bitcoins, and welcome to MadBitcoins, live from the Plug and Play Tech Center in Sunnyvale, California. We're about to witness the Bitcoin Beauties art show. Let's see what's going on inside.
Without much further ado, I'd like to pass it over to Sarah, Bitcoin Beauties.
Woo! A little background. My name is Sarah, and I got into Bitcoin in late 2011. I learned about Bitcoin, didn't understand what it was, owned a lot of Bitcoin, got hacked, and then realized that I had owned something that was valuable. So when I got hacked, I started researching what it was and how it worked, and it really played on to what my heart knew the world needed. And this journey over the last few years has been a very rough one. I'm sure all of you understand when you step into Bitcoin, there's a steep learning curve and then a lot of emotional roller coasters that go along with the daily rate and the daily drama and the new companies. It's been beautiful, but there's one thing that has always kept me going within the Bitcoin world, and that's these women. There's a lot of talk about finance, and there's a lot of talk about change in the world, but there's not a lot of showing the change in the world. So what we did tonight is pulled together all the girls and brought their art and a little bit of themselves here. So what we're trying to do is show you a little bit of the beauty of Bitcoin. All of the artists here have accepted Bitcoin into their lives. They're open to tips. They're open to selling their art for Bitcoin. And they're all very interested in the way that Bitcoin can change the world. So let me introduce you guys to each one of the girls so you can mingle afterwards and feel like you already know them. Continue bringing women into this space. And the way to do that is allow them to earn by their passions. So this is what this is. This is a display of passion, and we hope you guys enjoy it.
Can you see both of us in the picture?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to check. I have to make sure here. Are you ready, Dottie? Good morning, Bitcoins. This is MadBitcoins, live from the Bitcoin Beauties art show with Sarah Blinko.
Hello, everyone.
So, Sarah, you started the Bitcoin Beauties art show. What did you start it for?
Well, Bitcoin Beauties has been a relatively long project, underground at first, but the art show is basically to show the beauty of Bitcoin. I've been in Bitcoin since 2011, and I think there's so much beauty in Bitcoin and what Bitcoin can do to change the world, and giving a little bit of a visual representation of that is my goal here.
And how many artists do you have here tonight?
We have over 10 women here and at least 9 artists, and the women that aren't artists are bakers, and they brought homemade cookies and we brought wine for everyone. So
you brought homemade cookies, wine, women, and art to a Bitcoin meetup. That's adventurous.
Yeah, we're switching the conversation about women. No longer can you say that women don't come to Bitcoin meetings. We're here. And where are you?
Well, they're at home on Twitter, and they can't believe this. They've already been looking at the vines, and they just don't believe it's happening. So, do you have anything else to say to the people that are home watching this? What should they do in their local towns to get more people into Bitcoin?
Yeah, so I think the first thing to do to get more people into Bitcoin is ask them what they're passionate about. I think it's very easy to connect with people if you know what they're passionate about, because Bitcoin can help that no matter what it is, whether it's art or health or gaming. No matter what it is, Bitcoin can make their life easier. And connect with us on Twitter. It's BTC Beauties. And take a look around. I think you guys can do that with the camera. Take a look around at the art and enjoy. I don't know if you can do the QR codes, but if you see this QR code, all the women accept tips for their art. So we'd love it.
So follow your passion and don't ask permission. That's what Satoshi Nakamoto would do.
There we go. Absolutely. Definitely don't ask for permission, and always follow your heart and your passions.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, oh yeah, wait till. Okay, so yeah, just general. We're here with Scott from the Plug and Play Tech Center. Scott, what's going on with Bitcoin at the Plug and Play Center?
All sorts of stuff. If you walk over to the cafeteria, you can see you can buy anything with Bitcoin. So lunch, coffee, whatever, you name it. Downstairs we have Bitcoin miners currently minting Bitcoin. So I also run Silicon Valley Bitcoin meetup here. So we're here every Tuesday at Plug and Play Tech Center in Sunnyvale, 6 to 8 p.m. And I also run the Plug and Play Bitcoin initiative, so the accelerator program for startups. And we just had 4 come through, our first batch. So that was 37 coins, Holy Transaction, Purse.io, and PurePal. So yeah, we're heavily vested in the space. We're pretty much all in.
Very cool. Do you have any Bitcoin ATMs around here?
Not here. We were going to get one, but there's actually one in Mountain View. So yeah, not yet. We're working on it though.
I would have brought mine, but it hasn't shipped yet. But I am getting a Skyhook ATM. It's very small, but
awesome.
And that's part of the problem. We're not sure how to secure it yet. We're going to need a steel box or some kind of nonsense.
Yeah,
so.
Our issue was the one, we had to make sure it was filed correctly with the state of California, and 2, we needed somebody to be able to handle the KYC ML stuff. So we couldn't tell if RoboCoin or Lamasi would be the way to go. So yeah, we're just kind of waiting.
And yours would be more of a permanent ATM. Mine was more of a demo unit, not a serious thing.
Absolutely. Many months ago, Eric Stromberg came by here, so one of the first ones that went live, I think it was down in New Mexico. So he demoed it here, and you can find one of the videos of one of the first actual live demonstrations of it.
It's really exciting, but the more you think about a Bitcoin ATM, the more complicated it gets with counterfeiting. I heard one of the cafe ones, they had a human Bitcoin ATM that was hanging around, having everyone cancel their transactions, offering them a lower price. So.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, that's part of the game, right? First movers right now.
Absolutely. People got to move their Bitcoins. So what do you have coming up in the future here? Anything planned?
Absolutely. So our next batch will be launching later this summer or early fall. So if you're a startup out there and you've got an idea, we'd love to take a look at you guys. So please contact me, Scott at plugandplaytechcenter.com. But yeah, we're here every Tuesday for the Silicon Valley Bitcoin meetup. So please come on down. We're in the heart of Silicon Valley. And
about how many people do you normally have at this meetup?
Typically it's about 50 to 75. It's a little bit slower tonight. There's also a meetup up in San Francisco at 20 Mission. In fact, our portfolio company, 37 Coins, is talking there tonight. So yeah, but every Tuesday, usually we've had a few hundred in the past when Andreas Antonopoulos came through here and Roger in the past. So.
Very cool. So it's a little slower tonight, which is surprising, but you have girls, art, and wine. You'd think you'd be able to compete with this startup in San Francisco, but...
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's right after the holiday weekend, so you can come here anytime and we'll talk Bitcoin. And yeah, definitely check out Bitcoin Beauties online. And yeah, thanks for coming.
We're back at the Bitcoin Beauties art show with Cherie, who's an artist and a dancer. Cherie, what brought you to Bitcoin?
My friend Sarah, who is the head of Bitcoin Beauties, and just the attraction of the freedom of not having a solid currency for one country. Like, I can use Bitcoin anywhere.
It's pretty amazing. Have you bought anything with Bitcoin yet?
Not yet. I'm actually really rather new to Bitcoin, but I do have a wallet, and I have, I don't have that much money, so I have a few 60, few Bitcoins, but not enough to buy anything.
So are you selling your art today in Bitcoin?
Oh yeah. Yep, this is it. I'm selling everything for Bitcoin. I even have a few pieces that are specifically Bitcoin art pieces.
That's very cool. And how much are the pieces today?
Honestly, however much the person who wants them thinks it's worth. I mean, if they're like, I don't know.
20, 40 bucks?
I don't. Some of these take a lot of work. I'd probably put 60, a little bit. Some of them I'd go for the little ones, 40, or something like that, around that.
And are you just selling them in person today, or are you selling them online as well?
I will eventually be selling it on the Bitcoin Beauties website, along with my footage of me dancing and other things like that.
And what kind of dancing do you do?
Oh, I do everything.
Very cool. I'm sure the internet will be interested in that. That's I have to ask. They're at home. They're like, ask about the dancing. So.
Yeah. No, I've been dancing since I was a little bitty thing, and it's one of my favorite things to do besides making stuff.
So dancing, art, and Bitcoin. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Cherie.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
We're back at the Bitcoin Beauties art show with Sierra. Sierra, what's going on with your art here today?
I brought some of my art that I have done in the past couple months, and actually some are even older. But yeah, I have some pieces.
So this piece right here, I just drew a fortune cookie that says, "I have perfect timing always."
Yeah.
So what's going on with the fortune cookie project here?
You know, it's funny that you call it that because someone else called it the fortune cookie thing, but it's just a positive affirmation to take with you so everyone can take a piece of art with them. It's kind of my intention.
So they're all positive. There's none about like having terrible timing.
No, it's all positive. It's all like, it's kind of the thought of your mind can control your reality, and so if you have positive thoughts, you will have a beautiful reality.
Very cool. And how did you get into Bitcoin?
Through my friend Sarah. She introduced me to Bitcoin, and I'm really interested. I'm still very new. I just got a wallet recently, and so I'm like still learning a lot about it, but I like that it's a currency that's not taxed and that it intrigues me. I'm still learning.
Very cool. And are you selling your art just here in person, or do you sell it on a website as well?
I sell it in person, so either now or I do shows sometimes in coffee shops and things, so yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you, Sierra, for talking to us today.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We're back at the Bitcoin Beauties art show with Star, who's made incredible photos of spider webs and even an actual spider web. Star, how do you capture these spider webs? Is it true that you're part spider?
This spider web is super awesome. The center of it actually looks like Spider-Man. And I don't know, I just saw it outside and I was like, that looks like Spider-Man, you know, like when you're a kid and you saw the cartoon and you saw his face and then his web around him, and I just watched it and I was like, okay, I gotta wait for the dew to go away and I gotta capture this without tearing it. And
so this was just a natural spider web in nature, like near your house or something?
yeah, just in the backyard and an apple tree.
So have you always been taking pictures of spider webs, or is this a recent thing?
I think this is a recent thing. I'm really in love with the internet and the web and the way we can all connect via the internet and networking. And I find that spider webs are incredibly strong. And the engineering is so intricate and it's so different and you never know what to expect, but it's something so fragile, yet at the same time it carries so much and it nourishes and it's a part of the cycle of life. So I find it fascinating. I
think that's a great computer science tie-in to say that the webs are like a networking web. And are you selling your art in Bitcoin today?
I sure am. Buy it now. I'm ready.
And are you going to list it on a web page as well, or just here at the local art meetups?
You know, my art is already listed on Facebook.
Very cool. And do you want to plug the Facebook site here?
It's under Star Photography.
Facebook Star Photography. Well, thank you very much, Star, for sharing your spider web.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
We're recording? Really? Okay.
Should I start?
Yeah, I'll start. This is Mad Bitcoins. We're here with Jenna, who's one of the Bitcoin beauties demonstrating her art tonight in Sunnyvale, California. Jenna, how's it going?
It's going wonderful. How are you?
I've been really good. So tell us a little bit about your art here. It looks like a lot of beach-related art in this ocean.
They're all named after goddesses. This one right here is Oye, and she is the goddess of strength, and she's my first specifically Bitcoin creation.
So you have the sun is a Bitcoin logo right here.
Yes, it is.
That's very cool. And how did you get into Bitcoin?
That would be Sarah Blinko. She has gotten all of us girls into Bitcoin. So
how does she do it? She gets you drunk late at night, tells you about this new internet currency, and you get really excited?
Yes, absolutely. No, what she actually talks about is her passion about Bitcoin. One of the reasons she's so passionate about it is because she believes it to be empowering for women around the world. She really had me when she started talking about women in cultures where they're not allowed to have a bank account, and this actually enables them to have some sort of resources where they might not necessarily able to otherwise. So I think I was hooked at that point.
In a lot of cultures, women can't even drive cars, they can't travel, and especially without money or a bank account, you can't travel. So it's a really exciting innovation for them.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one of the things I thought was really cool. Plus, you know, Bitcoin Beauties, I got to be part of that.
So are you going to be part of the group that's traveling the world with Bitcoin Beauties?
It's definitely looking that way, so keep posted.
Any ideas on where you want to start that trip, or anywhere that you'd like to see especially?
Oh, I would love to go to Greece. I've always wanted to see Athens.
Very cool. Going to Greece. Maybe you'll see Andreas Antonopoulos there. He's into Bitcoin. He's from Greece.
Oh, yeah? All right, Andreas, I'm coming after you, baby.
Very cool. Thank you very much, Jenna, for talking to us today. People don't like it if I don't wear my goggles.
Yeah, you have to wear the goggles.
It's part of the thing. And now Jenna is going to favor us with a poem.
From my poetry book called Blue Poppies. It's true. I can't keep my clothes on. They're right. I can't keep my legs together. One thing leads to another. It's so natural to be so natural with you. It makes me see how clothes were pointless in the Garden of Eden.
It's a good thing I'm wearing goggles because it covers up how badly I'm blushing. Thank you, Jenna.
You're very welcome.